there's no release anymore because we don't have kids. So there's no release. It's weird to have a kid now. That's weird to me. Is that weird to you? Like, I see a pregnant lady, I'm like, that's weirdo behavior. Yeah. You're a weirdo. You're weird to me. You don't have foresight. We're running out of water. You're gonna have a thing that needs water? Like that. It's selfish, I think, to take our water. Personally, I'm gonna start drinking 18 cups a day. I don't want any water left. For your dumbass kid. That's why I respect the guy who walks around with the jug. He's got that strong jug arm. I'm like, yeah, get that water out of here. I don't want to see any more water around here. Like, I think that people that have kids now, like, it's just for Instagram. Like, it's just for somebody who could never get 100 likes before, and they're like, oh, maybe with this baby, I could get the kind of page activity I always wanted. People didn't like me for me, maybe they'll like me for me and my baby. Dress my baby up like a bear, do a photo shoot in the woods for some reason. Look back at the baby real scared. Oh my God. My baby's a good actor. 121 likes. Worth it, worth that. Worth the greatest pain of my life. We don't have kids. So there's no release, because the release used to be like, if you're having a bad day, like feeling bad, like you were feeling bad about yourself. You would go home and you would hit your kid. You would fucking hit your kid. Beat your kid up. You're like, yes, I did something with my life. I struck my child. But I can't go home and hit Evan. He's a grown man. He does CrossFit. That's an untrustworthy exercise. I don't even know if they know what they're doing in there. They're throwing anything around. That's too random. I can't predict random. He stays in his room for too long at a time. I don't know what's going on in there. Just push-ups and planning. I assume. He'd come out every once in a while, shows me a YouTube video. I fake laugh. I love everything Jordan B. Peterson has to say. No, and I have to say that, I have to say that because I don't want to be a part of his cycle of violence. I pay too much rent to be a part of somebody's cycle of violence. That's not included in the utilities. That's why I think everybody's medicated now. Like, we all have anxiety and depression. Because the cure for anxiety and depression was child abuse. Maybe I wouldn't need to be on Klonopin if I could just hit a kid. Get off this Lexapro if I could just kick a kid. So I think it's a hard time to exist. I do feel like I still have potential. Yeah. Yeah, I got potential. 28, I feel like I still have potential. That's why I think it's a good time to kill myself. You gotta do it. Way too long, you don't have potential anymore. Timing is everything.
Don't do it, you can still have a kid.
Oh, just holding for the edit. I'm not up here dealing with hecklers tonight. Usually, man, I would fucking cut you up. But there There are cameras here. Yeah, I'm 28. I feel like I still have potential. That's why I think it's a good time to kill myself. Because you got to do it while you still have it. You wait too long, you don't have it anymore. 28, you kill yourself, people are like, no. Oh, he had big things coming. Potentially. Then you're 39, you kill yourself, people are like, he's a good guy. 39, that's a good enough time to get stuff done. And I know suicide is like a taboo topic, I know. It's taboo. It's taboo. They're like, don't talk about it. That's taboo. But that's just because people are still Christians, you know? Because they can't read. And like Christian ideologies are so built into our society that we think that like life is a gift from God. So if you take your own life, you're slapping God in the face. Because life is a gift from God. But if life's a gift from God, this God sucks at giving gifts. Sucks. It gave the same shit to everybody. Why? That's how I know God is not a woman. That's a thoughtless gift giver. That's a male trait. You know, this seems pretty last minute. Did you stop at a kiosk? Why don't you take a hint next time? I don't think any of us wanted to be here. I don't get a gift receipt or anything. They're like, you can have store credit. Hard pass. Store credit never works out. I'm glad we can like joke about mental health stuff now. You know? Oh, we can joke about that. People used to just get mad. Talk about anything mental health, people would get mad. You'd be like, I'm sad. They'd be like, well, that makes me angry with you. Well, okay, I feel like we're all experiencing emotions. I wish you had range. But people they didn't know what to do. They didn't know how to deal with it. They used to just get mad. Like when I was 13, I got suspended from school because my school found out that I was cutting myself. And they got mad at me. Everybody got mad at me. They got mad. They sent me home. They didn't know what to do, so they sent me home. And I was like, okay. I'll go home to where all the knives are. You should have thought that through. Tools of my trade. I'm cutting my wrist up, breaking new ground for the next generation of emo kids, you know? They're gonna have therapy. And they do now. I'm a hero.